Welcome, Wonder Women of the world. We will have a little pre-party until 12 o'clock. Oh. Welcome, Wonder Women of the world. We will have a 10-minute pre-party until 12 o'clock when I will start broadcasting onto the external channels as well. Hello, we have 34 participants. Fantastic. Can you try below the chat? If you can see me and hear me, type a little B for thumbs up. Welcome. Deborah, Julia, Kaisma, Tammy, Abida, Azalia, wonderful. Sarah Al-Khatib, hi, welcome back. Stephanie Coffin, Shen Qi, yeah. Shen Qi, what's the tone of your, can you write me the tones like 1, 2, 3, 4 if it's a Mandarin? I missed this too. Oreo Fesani. Wonderful. I think the first step would be, because we will start at the hour, is just if you could type in maybe the city and country where you're watching from and your time zone, because for some of you this is the, Shen Qi. And how about Ye? Atlanta, Georgia, 3 p.m.-ish. Awesome. Ooh, okay, for me it's it's working, ladies. San Jose, California, it's almost 12 p.m. It's 11:52. I'm so excited. Rostock, Germany. Julia, so it's not Julia, it's Julia. Okay. DDT, Nairobi, Kenya. Wow. Nairobi is taking over. Lagos, Nigeria. Islamabad, Pakistan. 1 a.m. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart, ladies of Pakistan. Good on you for being awake. Baku, Azerbaijan, midnight. I hear you. Rafia from Tanzania. Hi, Rafi. Anu Kumari Gupta. 1:30 a.m. Oh my gosh, bless your heart. Fortunately, the actual winter of data will be 6 hours earlier normally. So hopefully India and Pakistan, you won't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Ethiopia, 11 p.m. St. Petersburg, Russia, wonderful. Oh my gosh, do you see how beautiful and international we are? Thumbs up for international. And by the way, if you want to knock yourselves out while we're doing this, you can take a look at your country's representation. I think that's an interesting thing to do. So basically, if you go to the main website and scroll down, you can see the countries that we have. Okay, request invite. So if we go here, can you give me a thumbs up if you see the about page? And then here under global, I went too far. Under global community, you can see this is where my screen is. Here, you can mouse over your country. So this is from Summer of Code, India, Pakistan, Saudi, Nigeria, Brazil, and so on. So give a thumbs up if you found your own country. Algeria. Okay, we have 6 more minutes of meeting. I'm going to stop my screen a little bit here and just Awesome. I wish I could pop the chat out. Are you all on Discord already, on the chat channel? So there are two things you want to do is you want to create your user account and your Discord access. The user account is on 1millionwomentotech.com. And the Discord invite I will share today. Let me just close things that we don't need for the all right, ladies. Croatia, Algeria. Sound check, ladies. Thumbs up with a little B if you hear the sound. Okay, so Riley Forrester, others can hear me. Thank you, ladies. You're amazing. Riley says down. Okay, Riley, unfortunately. Okay, please stop typing. Okay. How many of you are mothers of community here? Can you just write MOC, M-O-C, if you are? Those are volunteers who are helping. Wonderful. Did you know, I didn't realize this, Ola, who is the head of operations and started out as a volunteer, actually like yourselves, she just started watching on Facebook, said that moc means power in Polish, in her mother tongue. So she really liked this short form. Okay, 3 more minutes, T minus 3, are you ready? Ooh, sorry. I couldn't quite achieve everything. I wanted to give you a few more interactive polls so that you could vote on things while I'm talking. Let me see if Zoom will allow me to ask those now. 4 participants raised their hand. Edit. You know what? I have a poll button and it won't allow me to do anything with it. All right, it's a pity. Thumbs up, okay. Apparently you can raise your hand. Polling, add the question. Oh, I see what's happening. Hey, -1. Azalia, Mochranshia. That's a good question. I will answer those. Oh, here we go. Don't worry, ladies. Yes, you cannot log in at the moment because I am setting things up right now. So I've locked you out, but it's happening. I am now bringing over the VIP members and the gold members from the old member portal into the new website. So it should be ready by tomorrow. And if not, even then you will be able to connect because I have a backup. All right, ladies, welcome, welcome. Okay. Onboarding. We are live on Facebook. Welcome, Wonder Women of the World. This is Ilona Budapesti, Chief Storyteller of 1 Million Women to Tech. And today, this is the Onboarding and Kickoff webinar. And I have a surprise for you. Are you ready? Okay. In the meantime, I have a poll for you. Please type in, are you a beginner, intermediate, or advanced programmer? Beginner is you're self-teaching, you're starting. Intermediate, I would say you have some programming experience, but you haven't worked in a professional setting. Advanced is this, you're either a STEM student or a computer science student, or you're working in the industry. I'll be back, give me 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Winter of data is coming. Can I get a round of applause, please? Or at least little bees for a thumbs up. Winter of data is coming. And today I will introduce to you how to prepare for it. Yes, you there, you watching. Thank you for making it. This is Ilona, second of her name, of the house, 1 Million Women to Tech. Mother of codices, data dragonesses, and data duchesses. So let's get started. Thank you, Ola, who actually came to us through just watching the Facebook Live and then became mother of community. Today, she is the grandmother of community and a volunteer, and now she is head of operations. And I didn't know about Game of Thrones until she told me about them. So when she puts her 3 kids to bed, she's a single mom. Apparently this was one of the things she did. So we have Winter of Data is coming. All right, let's get started. I would like to share with you. I have a agenda for you today, which is 3 things. I'd like to tell you the benefits of joining Winter of Data. And I'd like to tell you about the logistics. How will you connect? How will you get the content? How will you get the code? And how will you submit your code? And then the third one is, let's talk about the mission, because this is by women and for women. I don't believe that Udacity or Coursera or Udemy or any of those will turn into only women tomorrow. So this is our opportunity together globally to do something. And there are women from 145 countries at the moment, up to about 29,000 women who joined us over in 2018. We really just were thinking of 300 women locally in Oxford, UK, but it became international. And I think there is a need for women on women interaction. Blonde suits me, says Nadinga. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I better get used to it. You can join me inside Discord if you are watching. I will ask one of the mothers of community to open up Facebook and help me by sharing the details. Okay, so first steps first. Let's get you into my slides. There you go. Can I get thumbs up if you can see the slides? Fantastic. Okay, good. That's good. Please stop the thumbs ups and I'll give you the link. This is so that everybody can comment, okay? So as long as you have a Google account, you should be able to comment. And the benefit to you is that you can actually click the links that I'm showing as we talk. I promised you half an hour. Let's get started. Winter of Data 2019, Orientation and Kickoff Meeting, January 13th. Benefits, logistics, and mission. And on the left-hand side, you will see our values. It is women for women, global unity, kindness, and truth. So this is you. Who are you? You are the intelligent, some maybe non-specialist woman who doesn't have much time. You are interested in technology, data science, and therefore you're here. You are the heroine of the story. It's not 1 million women to tech. It's all of the individual women who either want to or need to improve themselves in order to take care of each other. You are a global community, as I said, during the Summer of Code, which was our first program, and which actually was the core idea. We didn't know it will become 1 million women. There are 145 countries represented. That means every time zone is here. Every time zone you can imagine. And so sometimes you will be able to join and sometimes not. Please support each other. And dear mothers of community, this is why we need you, absolutely. So please, mothers of community, come to as many live events as possible so that you can channel the questions to us and you can take them back to the community. You are roughly this age distribution. This is our first data point here, okay? So we are aiming at those who can legally already work. There are wonderful nonprofits and charities that help young girls and children. We're really aiming at you if you're already legally allowed to work, because we want to give you a skill set so that you can increase your salary, start a business, or freelance, okay? About 24, this is so out of 1,000, a quarter of you are about university age. About 2/3 of you are career starters or becoming experienced. And I would say 12%, so 1/8 of you are quite experienced. We have some self-reported numbers. 19% of you are mothers and 4% out of the total. So out of the 19%, 15 are mothers, 4% are single moms. In the previous poll, I have found that the majority of you were self-identified as beginners. We didn't give you very strict definitions, so of course this is not, you know, this just gives you an idea of what is in the community. About half of that, a little bit less than half of that is intermediate. I assume these are many students. We have students self-reported from 400 universities around the world. 400 universities. I mean, if you want to study abroad, some woman right here in the 1 Million Women to Tech community here is right there and probably can help you. It's not easy to find each other. We're still working on it, but that's why the website has been made for you over the fall, so that you can try to find each other and help each other. there are very few people who self-identify as advanced, which is interesting. And we are giving those advanced learners quite mathematical and challenging bonus exercises so that you can also learn from these courses, which are in general aimed at a non-mathematical audience. Okay. This is another difference between, for example, Udacity or Coursera courses in data science and the 1 Million Women to Tech Winter of Data. Hi, MC. Is that we are approaching it from a non-mathematical point of view. So yes, the bonus exercises will, talk and give you differential equations or linear algebra and all the goodies. But our goal is to give you intuition and the vocabulary so that you can interact with the specialists. Okay, so what are the goals? Vocabulary and intuition. Can you type in what are the goals? This is your first quiz. Anyway, and the advanced ladies, we request that you come back as a mentor. Yes, well done, Kathleen, you get a brownie point. Ah, Janine, Neringa, Yesha, well done. Exactly. Okay, so for the advanced ladies, please come back as mentors. One of our mentors in the Summer of Code said she learned 10 times more having to explain a concept than actually just practicing it. Yay, women power, good. So now what's happening and why are we doing this? I hope this is not true for you, but unfortunately the numbers say that statistically speaking, we women are underpaid, underrepresented, and are often the caretaker in the family. There is nothing we can get around that. It's true. And these next 3 slides go back to you. I would like to ask you a question. Could you, if you're willing to share, you don't have to share, you can just say it in the privacy of your own mind. But if you're willing to share, could you please tell us why you joined Winter of Data? And there are 3 levels of this answer. So I'll tell you the 3 levels and then I'll ask you to think and respond. Okay, are you ready? The first level is the outwardly. So in this image, for example, maybe you're a caretaker. Maybe you have a daughter, a son, a husband, wife, parents, or somebody that you love and you want to take care of. So this is sort of the outside. Then there is the internal problem. In the case of the movie, if you remember, it's how do you balance? How do you remain a good person while having to pursue something? And then there is the philosophical problem in in the movie there. It was really democracy versus tyranny. In our case, I will ask you, how important is the women's cause to you? How important is it that there is an equal world to you? So let's go through. I'll ask you the first one. Please, if you're willing to share, please share what is your motivation? Who are you doing this for? Sabrina says, hopefully we all have all 3. All 3, excellent. Please be specific. Awesome. To me, it's very specific. I was raised by a single mother. My father died when I was 4. And my mother had to go back to school to become an accountant. So from the age of 4 to about 14, she would work from 9 a.m. to 5 and then go to school in the afternoon from 5 to about 8 p.m. And I did not see a lot of my own mother. There were also winters where we didn't have enough money to buy winter clothes. And just her sacrifice, is what makes me want to do this. I don't want women to have to spend 10 years taking on a new career if there is a faster way, because your children need you. And maybe your unborn children as well. Oh, thank you. All right. So internally and philosophically, this is really about the mission. It's to close the gender pay gap, and I'll talk more about the mission. So you have come to us somehow, somewhat, the gods or the universe or probably the internet has brought you to us. 1 Million Women to Tech is a global online technology education program. We are run by ABC Education, which is a Silicon Valley 501c3 nonprofit educational charity. 501c3 is the number or the name in the United States if you are a recognized charity. This means if you are taxing in the US, any donation you give us is tax deductible. Please check though with your accountant. The mission is to offer free coding education to 1 million women by January 1, 2020. Okay, next quiz. Do you think it's possible? Type yes for you think the mission is possible, and no if you think not. You think so? Well, let me tell you this. We expected 300 participants for Summer of Code, got 19,951. However, for Winter of Data, we were hoping that we could get 100,000, and we only got 9,000 signups only. I mean, you know, a year ago, if somebody had told me there would be 9,000 signups for an all women event, I would not have believed it. But yourselves here watching either the live one or the replay, this will depend on you. The core team is just 4 of us, literally. We are volunteer run. So this is Women's Power. If we get there, it will be because of yourselves. Please don't spam anybody. But if it ever comes up in a conversation that somebody wants to improve their either coding or data skills, that's your chance. Please share. Okay, now to the, let's go a little bit more. The mission I explained before to you. If you're interested in me, you can read up on me. The link here links to the 1millionwomentech.com/founder details. Oh, Olympia Papatrian Tafilio says, I'm really motivated to study machine learning, so was really excited to find your course. Loved your vibe and value-based community. Oh, thank you, Olympia. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful name. You can read about me. I am a Harvard and Oxford educated software engineer, serial entrepreneur, and I'm a Buddhist ex-nun. You know this because I do the inner coding where we meditate together. I was born in Hungary, Middle East, then got scholarships to China and the US. I learned to code when I was 6, thanks to my mother, who taught me. I worked in large firms, including commercial and nonprofit institutions such as Lehman Brothers, Royal Bank of Scotland, which is the largest bank in the UK. It's like Bank of America in the US. PayPal and Rakuten. I don't know if you know Rakuten. It's the Amazon of Japan. It's the 3rd largest e-commerce company in the world that you probably have never heard of. I also helped the Oxford Center for Buddhist Studies and the Buddhist Text Translation Society. And I taught at Hack Reactor Remote, which you might know is a boot camp. Okay. While starting 1 Million Women to Tech, which again, it didn't start out as 1 million women, it started out just as a summer of code. I was doing a master's in Buddhist studies at the University of Oxford, and thanks to the grace of the volunteers and my professors, I was able to get a distinction. I've done various things throughout my career, which is about, the professional career is about a decade long. I was at Stanford as a research fellow. I've lectured at Keio Daigaku University. I've sat on panels at the Oxford and Cambridge Women in Computer Science conference. I've been chosen as a top female engineer in the Bay Area. And I have been to many events such as the Oxford Hag, the Oxford Inspires, and I've won the Oxford Hub Social Impact Award. Please add me on my profile here if you're interested. This is the profile I have inside our member portal. I accept friend requests all the time. All right. Let's move on. So here's the call to action to you, which is why you're here. We actually extended it from March 8th, so it's from January 14th to April 7th. You're too kind. You're too kind, not really. I accept invitations on LinkedIn as well, yes. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with external communications, to be honest. So I will prioritize the membership side, but I do accept LinkedIn, absolutely. Please also join. We need somebody who's really skillful at LinkedIn. We have a little budding LinkedIn group, but I think there's a lot of potential there, to be honest, yeah. So Winter of Data is happening now. We are planning also to give you a, oops, did I not update the slide? Yes, okay, good. Maybe it's just a duplicate. Let me remove that. The spring apprenticeship, this is very much alpha, not even alpha. This is right now in the pending phases. During the time when I'm not online, I am trying to get you opportunities to get paid jobs, because the hardest thing, if you are a beginner, is to get that first paid job, even the unpaid ones, to be honest, because there are very few people who want to give you access to real code. Oh, thank you. Once again. It is really the hardest thing. Yes, absolutely, Janina. And so we come back to the numbers and the global unity. To be honest, so we are now sponsored by GitHub, Facebook, and the UN. And the reason for that is all these numbers that came together. So you will hear me over and over again asking, please share it. Please encourage people to follow, the social media following, and especially the user creations on the website are the numbers that are looked at by the funders. And the more we have, the easier it is to get appointments with decision makers and say, hey, please, can you please provide work opportunities and apprenticeships for women? How can we join for jobs at the end? Bushra, it's a very good question. The idea is, right now I don't have the flow yet, but the existing sponsors, so for example, Oxford University Press, have jobs. And when you create the job profile and finish the course, you'll be able to apply to those jobs. I would also like to do these apprenticeships. That's what we're working on, so that you don't have to have as much experience. Summer of Code, this was our first, well, this is how it all started, really. So we will rerun Summer of Code this following summer. The dates are in flux. I'm trying to find the best time, so please know this is tentative. The Winter of Data focuses on data science, statistics really, and Summer of Code focuses on the basics of programming languages. And then we would like to also offer you a fall apprenticeship, so that there are 2 educational programs a year, Summer of Code and Winter of Data, that are extremely inclusive and everybody can join. And then the spring and the fall apprenticeships, right? Those would be for those of you who do well, who complete the course, and who show that you can work remotely. And for you, we will do the best of our ability to actually find you jobs. Okay, can I get thumbs up for that? So how many programs are we planning? Let's ask you a complicated question. So total number of programs, I'm giving you the answer here, and educational programs. So please type in both. Cool, exactly, 4-2. That's the correct answer, yes. Right now, the educational programs are live and you can join. The apprenticeships are in the planning phase. Next one, how much time do you need to commit? There are 3 options, and this has nothing to do with how advanced you are, and it doesn't have anything to do with your membership, whether you are a DIYer, a gold member, or a VIP member. This is you deciding yourself how much time you're going to spend. This is a question I get all the time, so we try to visualize it. If you absolutely don't have much time, watch us on Facebook or YouTube, 1 Million Women to Tech on Facebook and 1 Million Women to Tech on YouTube. Just watch us Monday through Fridays at 6 a.m. Pacific time for 2 minutes. I'll introduce a new vocabulary item every day from the field of probability and statistics. You will learn a ton. You will have more intuition, and you will have the vocabulary to read and to interact, okay? So if you have no other time, just do daily data. I will ask you which one you are at the end of this. If you have more time and want to actually work on the exercises more, we have these are unofficial titles I just came up with. Data Duchess. It's 1 to 2 hours per weekday, because the course itself runs for 45 minutes Monday through Friday, right? 6:15 a.m. to 7 a.m. every day. I also expect that you will spend about an hour on the homework. So this is suitable if you have a full-time job, if you have family, if really this is sort of the evening thing or the morning thing or the lunch break thing that you were going to do. Ilona, any promises from our sponsors faving on GitHub about jobs apprenticeships? So sorry, there's one good question. I didn't mention one of the sponsors is Oxford University Press, and they do have jobs, yes. I couldn't get apprenticeships from the others yet, and I suspect it's because we need, how to say that? We need a bit of, we need more completions. So I think DIYers are good, it's wonderful, but like with anything online, it's too easy for life to get in the way. and we didn't show enough traction. Also, they are a big company, so it already took us it takes about 5 months from beginning until they actually commit to being a sponsor. So it will come. How do we access the daily assignments? Fantastic question, Bushra. After this, actually, that's what I'm doing. Who are the VIP and Gold members? Hajier Bendifala. Very good question. They are from the Summer of Code. And I will tell you also when we will reopen membership. So if you consider, you can also join it. Can we still do the Summer of Code? Very good question. The past Summer of Code content is available to Gold and VIPers because it's a whole year. It's a membership. So whatever happened, yeah, for example, if you become a Gold member in March, okay, you will get all the previous year's material and you will have 1 year going forward. Sabrina Lentz, when we miss one session, I'm able to watch the video later on. Of course, that's the whole point is I'm in California. I can't be online 24/7, so I deliver it when I can, and then we post the replays for you so that everybody in the world can benefit. Okay, so Data Duchess is if you are spending about 1 or 2 hours a day. Data Dragon, some people during the Summer of Code have spent, the full time. I mean, 8 hours, 10 hours or more a day. It's basically a boot camp if you do it that way. What I can say to you is this is not really what we're aiming for, but I will give in each course, in each topic, what we call research level. So there's beginner, intermediate, advanced, and sort of research level, open-ended topics that if you have time, you can work on it as if it were a boot camp. How much we paid for a Gold membership or VIP? I'll be very happy to answer that. Where can we find exercises? Okay, let's get a quick vote first. Please choose. Which one do you think he will be? Then type in. Do you think he will do daily data? Do you think he will be Data Duchess? Or do you think he will be a Data Dragon? Wow. Wow. And by the way, you can change anytime. We don't even track it, to be honest. It's just, we will see how much you complete. So this is completely up to you, and you can go back and forth. Wonderful. Wonderful. Cool. How do you access the courses? Well, first of all, you will need a 1 Minimum into Tech account. So if you haven't yet, please get yourself a account. You can do so if you go to the request invite button. Okay. So if you have an account, you will have access to all the sections. Now, how do you access it? I have the Google Calendar here. I recommend that you sign up, and if you want to join live. If you don't want to join live, you don't need the Google Calendar, obviously, because you don't care about when you watch it. How will you access it? If you are a DIYer, which you new ones are, we will start with the statistics section. So you will go to Daily Data Statistics. Pacific time, yes, because I'm in Silicon Valley. Please be careful. I think in the spring we will change the clocks. Unfortunately, different countries change their clock at different times. So even though I will always do it at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. my time, for you it might flip for a week, which is why the Google Calendar is really helpful. And if you're doing the daily data only, every AM, 6 a.m. to 6:02 for 2 minutes, okay, you can watch us. It will be publicly broadcast on the 1 Minimum Tech Facebook page and the YouTube channel. So you can decide which one to watch on. Okay. Here's the syllabus. And what I will do is I will post the replay right here into this course. And every day there will be a 1-question quiz. So you can actually, for example, the mean, which we start tomorrow morning, I will have a little quiz for you. Oh, I think I got a friend request. Awesome. Here will be the transcript of what I will talk about, and you will have a little quiz that you can take and gain points. Okay, so this is how you access it. I think I should share this link with you. So you will access via here. And if you don't want to do the quizzes, you can just watch on Facebook or YouTube like you're doing right now. Okay. Awesome. Any questions about that? I don't know yet what you can, Kiki says, what can we earn with points at the end of the course? Kiki, this is a great question. We're complete newbies. I don't know yet what you can earn. I assume we will, usually what we do is we poll, we send out polls and we ask you what you want. And then the most popular choices will be offered. I assume people will want things like upgrades. Maybe you would like some private mentoring. Maybe you just would like to share your blog. Maybe you would like to get an introduction to an employer. So I don't exactly know. Can the DIYers answer the quizzes? Very good. Yes, the DIYers can do these daily data courses, absolutely. So anything that you see under the DIY section, DIYers can do those quizzes, absolutely. And it actually really helps us as a nonprofit as well. If you can, I mean, you can do it on Facebook just passively, but if you come in and answer that one multiple choice question a day, you can access it through the DIY courses here, which are free. Then we are able to show funders and employers that people are using the site. I have sent requests several days ago. I didn't get any emails. Amira Ibrahimova. Okay. If that's the case, what I would recommend is that there are two options here. Let me just log out 1 second. Amira, I've heard this problem before that you couldn't get in. Why can't I not log off? 1 second. Okay, good. Come back to the website, go to the login page, and try resetting your password, because I assume that it created itself, or the account created itself. My best guess is that the email landed in your spam filter, or if you're using Gmail, then you ended in the promotion tab. We have tested it, and unfortunately, because this is WordPress, most of the confirmation emails go into your promotions tab in Gmail, and so you might not see them. So Amira, go here, put in your email address, and click lost your password and reset it, and you should have your access, yeah? Like here, and then you can get in. Cool. Mine went into spam in Gmail. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nadia. You know, we are such a new, and we get, yeah, our email deliverability is still not the best. Error, Membeer login error. Ooh, okay. Well, Ashia, thank you. That's actually very helpful. Okay. Well, for now then, please watch us on Facebook and YouTube. I will fix this by tomorrow. Thank you for the feedback. It might be because I am working on the membership section and I probably locked you guys so that I don't by accident erase you. Okay, thank you. Don't worry. That's why life is good. You know from the dragon's mouth that it will happen. I should log in again though, because I want to show you things. Let's go forward. The Google Calendar, I strongly recommend that you, if you want to come to the live classes, please subscribe to the Google Calendar, because if anything changes, this is where I will update it. I don't think much will change. What might happen is that we might get some guest speakers. For example, we have, here's the link below. You might get, for example, guest speakers. So I will have our chief mentor with us. And in the Summer of Code, we had, for example, the head of platforms from the Hyperledger Foundation for the Blockchain Week. And she was a fantastic speaker. We also had a couple engineers from GitHub. We had an engineering demo from the Oxford University Press group who were working on a mathematics e-learning program. Oh, I'm so sorry, ladies. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. It will be fine. Okay, I'll set you up. It's there. It's coming. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for all the feedback. And I really appreciate that you give me the specific error code, because then I can troubleshoot. So that's one. A few things to say. VIPers, I have color coded the calendar. So I tried to make sort of gray areas, which is VIP only, but as VIPers, you have access to everything below. So you also have the gold and the DIYers, okay? For gold members, yes, if you are a Summer of Code gold member, then you are a gold member because it's for a whole year, it's a membership. Then you also have every other week, you have the classes from 6:15 a.m. to 7, and you have inner coding. And you have everything in the DIY. Oh, there's your hand raised. Romasa Kasim raised her hand. 1 second, I will come to you. DIYers, you have access to the daily data every day at 6 a.m. to 6:02. Every Monday, every other Monday in the classes, you can watch the intro to the whole class. Actually, it will be the overview. So I really recommend you block out your Mondays for the class. And you can join all the datathons. Let's look at it, how this will look like on the website. All right. Maybe I locked myself out. I should not have logged out the demo for you. All right. Don't worry. Then we'll just do no problems. I can always go in from the database, so no issues. Okay. So what you will do, Gold, VIP, and everybody. Okay. So let's look at the courses. DIYers. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. No worries. Okay, what's happening is that the membership plugin that I installed this weekend is throwing this. All right, you will come here and be able to answer the quizzes and watch. If you are doing the gold course, then you can come here and we will start with the exploratory data analysis and visualization. Did I get the same error? No, interesting. Okay, so everybody who's watching is a DIYer. This is the default that you get. DIY means do it yourself. Because it's only 4 of us, we can't provide you with help or support or certificates or mentoring. So those are only for gold and VIP, but you are welcome to study with us and do anything that the website can give you. So Mondays, please block out your calendars. Every other Monday from 6:15 a.m. to 7 a.m. Pacific time, you can watch. Rafi, we are not opening the VIP memberships until Summer of Code, so you won't be paying because you can't pay. But yes, VIP and Gold are paid, and that's actually what allows all of this to run. So we need about 2,000 paying members to deliver the mission to 1 million women for free. So the others can still access Gold Web content, just not live. No, Kiki, we changed that. That was the Summer of Code. Kiki. So DIYers cannot access all the Gold and VIP content. You can only access the Monday content. Ozgayard Imichi. Will we have the opportunity also to get the courses of Summer of Code in last year? Will there be a repeat of that session? Very good question. If you become a Gold or VIP member when we open the memberships, yes, you will gain all the content from the previous parts. And that's useful because there are especially the introductory courses such as Intro to Python and the Intro to GitHub will really shortcut your way to contributing and collaborating. Janina, so can the DIYers be dragons if they're only getting 2 minutes a day and every other Monday? Yeah, I do think so, because in the every other month, and the datathons, Janina, the datathons, you can be a data dragon. I mean, you know, you can easily spend full time working on, you will see the data sets. Absolutely. It's a good question though. Also, if you want to be a data dragon and you're a DIYer, I would absolutely block out your Monday times because that's when I will introduce the data set and the questions. And we can't give you a certification for it or mentoring or support, but you will have actually very rich options. That's a good question, Janina, thank you. Will we have community discussion about ideas for improving the learning experience for the new SOC? What participants done? Stephanie Coffin, absolutely, good idea. So let's go here. For now, I would like to request if you have an idea, I've put the link here in the feedback. If you could email here for you at 1millionwomentotech.com with all of your feedback, that would be awesome. And yes, we would love to, well, we're constantly changing and improving, especially if you have skill and you're willing to help out, because this is volunteer and organization. If you come up with a fantastic idea, please don't be surprised if we may come back to you and ask you if you would be willing to help making it a reality. Okay, let me go back. What else is there? I'm a little over time. Request invite. It's not quite letting you in, so I'll have to fix that. Request invite. Okay, next one is Discord. If you haven't yet, please join our chat server. It's free. I recommend you use first name, last name. And here is the link. This is where we can communicate real time. And the way we have set this up is before each time we go live, in the announcement section, we will shoot you an announcement with the link. So if you want to join us live, this is, keep an eye on the announcements. Wow, you're very active. Everybody will have access to the DIY channel. And then Gold and VIP members, of course, you have your premium channels, which are private. If you would like to volunteer, Mothers of Community is the place to volunteer. And to find each other, we have these country by country channels. So they are a little quiet because there aren't enough women yet in it. But if you have a country specific local channel, local message, you can share it here. My request for all of you is, except for the country specific channels, that's fine, you can use your mother tongue. But out here, please, we have an English only policy. And the reason for that is because we'd like to get to 1 million and we would love to be international so we can help each other. If it's not in English, we can't help each other. Okay, Discord I've covered. Announcement sections I covered. Success, what will success look like? Success will be if we have 1 million women get certificates, and then the next step is to get 1 million women jobs, paid jobs in technology. Failure, well, we are already failed, right? Because we haven't closed the gender gap. So as long as the gender pay gap and the gender ownership gap and really the power gap is there, we are still failed. Anna Kumari Gupta says she has applied for Mother of Community. When can I expect a reply? Oh, interesting. Anna Kumari, we have sent out answers already. I wonder if you might have applied afterwards. Can you please come onto the Discord channel here, Anna Kumari Gupta, and then join the Mothers of Community. If you just do that there, then once I've set up the membership, I need to fix this membership bug, then we can make sure that you have access to the Mothers of Community content. Are the application closed for Mothers of Community? Deborah, that's a great question. Originally, yes, we closed them, but I am discovering that in reality, to reach the mission, we have so little time to be on. If we were really ambitious and we wanted to do it by next January 1st, then the more Mothers of Community, the better. So I think we will keep it open. You know? I'm also trying to transition the training material from Google Docs into an actual course because now we have this course capability, and that way we could accept anybody from the learners to become Mother of Community. Of course, you have to be woman or non-binary. Okay, how to give back. That we are a nonprofit and social enterprise. The easiest way is to donate your photo, to be honest. So right now we have a photo mosaic coming. This was the first version. You see how beautiful and international we are? You are. You can donate through bit.ly/1MWTT for 1 million to tag photo, and then you will be added to it. It asks, I think, for your name, email, and a picture. That's all. The second generation of this already has more than 400 pictures. And ideally, you know, if we had about 2,000 images that match this color scheme, we could have a real mosaic that makes the logo out of the pictures, and then you could look into it and find yourself. You can see the actual mosaic on the front page of the website. So if you go to 1millionwomentotech.com, that's where you see it. So Mothers of Community, this is a really easy ask, especially for the generation that's so comfortable with their phones, is to donate your photo. So it's here, right here on the front page, 1millionwomentotech.com main homepage. This is an easy way to give. Another easy way to give is, of course, to donate, to volunteer as Mother of Community. So you can volunteer. There is a section on the website called How to Help here. And volunteering, like you can see previous volunteers' work. You can also donate via Facebook fundraiser, via PayPal. If you are in America and you have Amazon, you can set up your Amazon Smile to donate to ABC Education. We are based in San Leandro officially, legally, and you can donate your photo. You can also mentor if you have the skill. So the mentor journeys are described here in Mentor. We do request that you have at least 2 years of professional experience to mentor. And one more thing, if you have anybody that you know who works for an organization that has employee gift matching or employee volunteer grants. So what does this mean? For example, if an employee donates $1 to ABC Education and the company will match $1. Or if they have an employee volunteer grant, which means if the employee, let's say, is an engineer, software engineer, and they mentor for, I don't know, 20 hours to the 1 Million Women to Tech program, then the company will give a grant to us. If you know anybody who works at these organizations, could you please let us know? Specifically, if you would send an email to hereforyou@1millionwomentotech.com, then we will ask those organizations first to help and to give apprenticeships. Quick question. Google Calendar for DIYers. Data daily and every other Monday we have access to which of the activities? Daily data, you have access to the video and the quizzes. For the courses, DIYers, you will have access to the videos. If we have no previous VIP and Gold memberships in Winter of Data, how do we get them and how? Fantastic question. Is my password the same from the summer of code? Requested invite, but said that my email address is already registered. Kaisma, you will have to reset your password or ask for a help desk ticket. It's not this necessary. No, the password is not necessarily the same. There are different systems. One, the old membership was with Kartra. It was awesome, but you couldn't talk to each other. So unfortunately, you couldn't help each other. Versus with this one, there is peer-to-peer ability to discuss. There are groups and there are forums. I just need to get you in. Kaisma, great. Nadia says, yes, please. I'm so sorry, Nadia. I lost the chain of thought. Which one is yes, please? Oh, memberships. Okay, well, I'm very grateful that you're interested. One more thing, the mosaic. We need 2,000, I think about 2,000 pieces. If you can wear something that matches this color, then it would be a little easier for the machine for the algorithm to match you to the logo. So maybe not everybody should wear it, but you can, if you can have something like that. This project, by the way, the mosaic, has received, we were on the top of the Maker Festival page. It does fluctuate, but we were almost always on the front page of Maker Festival on Product Hunt. And at one point, we actually got to the top of the social impact. So, as something as simple as donating your photo creates the awareness so much. So please consider that. So memberships, let's talk about this. Memberships do cost money, and they are, depends on where you come from. I think they are very cheap, but I don't want you to consider them unless it's very easy for you. 1 Million Women to Tech is a completely different case from like Udacity, for example. We are based on volunteers. We don't sell products. Our goal is not to earn your money. Our goal is to give opportunity to millions of women in the whole world to learn, to change their career, to get an internship, a job. This is what we do. And this is how everyone should see us. So now with that said, let's go to the website. Down here, you see I started writing out the membership details. So this is where you can read up on it. You are in the mosaic, Bushra, fantastic. Okay, we have the DIY, which is the default. If you land here and you're a woman or non-binary, then you become a DIYer, okay? If you want to upgrade to Gold or VIP, that will help us to run the website and of course gives you more access. Oh, let's look at the DIY first, because you all get this right away. As soon as you register, this is you. You have free access to the daily mini videos. You will have free access to replays of the courses, sorry, on Mondays. You'll have free access to a DIY group so that you can match each other. And you have free access to the DIY forum. It is free. We do ask, if you can donate, please use one of the donation buttons down here and donate, or at least set us up as the Amazon beneficiary of your donations. You can also contribute by volunteering. For example, I know that there are women, for example, from Sudan who have difficulty even accessing Western payment systems, so they can't even donate any money. But you can always help. You can always volunteer. Conditions: you must be a woman or non-binary. We do reserve the right to discontinue your account if we cannot really verify that, or if we have doubts. And you must abide by the community rules. We have a zero tolerance harassment policy. So if you did something that is questionable, we just don't have the woman power at the moment really to investigate deeply. So we will read through the screenshots and make a decision. And if it's questionable at any point in time, we will remove it. Fortunately, we only have to do this once out of 19,000, so it's not a problem. And no unapproved cross-promotion policy. Please don't post any outside link without requesting permission first via the hereforyou@oneminimumtotech.com website. Okay, now for the gold memberships. Gold memberships give you everything in DIY Plus. They give you free access to all the gold premium courses for 1 year, including Summer of Code and Intro of Data. So yes, you will get the ones from the previous summer as well. You get live access to the online courses. You get access to inner coding. This is really using meditation and mindfulness to reprogram your destructive habits or beliefs. You'll have free access to the Gold Forum, live Q&A. You get priority in course forums. And then this is the big one. You get support certificates and mentors, right? So we actually are building a support, like a help desk ticketing tool. You'll get certificates, which I come back to this. This is why you can't just sign up right now. And we are arranging for mentors. We had a total of 407 mentors, volunteer mentors during the Summer of Code with various levels. Honestly, at the moment, we don't have a very good tool to differentiate between them, but it was very helpful because you could ask questions directly and spend, somebody who knows what they're doing can unstuck you in 15 minutes, which could take you 5 hours to do. I remember one of the members, for example, spent 5 hours doing an exercise. Do you remember the granny exercise? And then the mentor basically could unstuck her. The price was $2.99 per year or $29 per month. So if you are in this right now, you are keeping this forever. As long as you remain a member and you always update your credit card and we receive the donation, you are still in this forever. If you are a new one, we're not opening the applications until we have delivered all the certificates from Summer of Code. So I first want to make sure that all the previous gold members get their certificates in this new platform. And once we have fulfilled that promise, then we will open for new gold members. Right now, we just don't have them empowered to do it because it's a manual process. We have to read your homework, your submissions, and so on. But here is the new price. It will be $4.99 per year or $99 one time plus every month $49. Because we only need 2,000 members, to be honest, out of 1 million, I would say please only consider this if it's easy for you to do this because there are no refunds. We cannot refund because we actually spend the money already when we receive it on the website. So if it's not easy for you to donate this money, then just enjoy the DIY. There's so much there. And if you can donate, then please consider this one. But otherwise, don't worry about it. Just a quick word. We were told that this is actually too cheap because a similar 12-week program, when I taught at Hack Reactor Remote, people would be paying between $15,000 to $28,000, depending on the payment plan. And they didn't quite have as many live chances to interact with technical staff as, for example, Summer of Code had. Now, the truth is they are much more mature. They have automatic grading. They have very good procedure and support, which we don't have. So fair enough, you know, they are a true boot camp, but just to give you the comparison for a 12-week program. Okay, so that's it. If you are interested in becoming a gold member, oh, you can't, I see, you have to be logged in to fill out the form. I have put up a form here originally for you to put your interest down if you are interested in getting a gold membership. You cannot buy it right now, but I wanted to give you a chance to just show your interest so that when we open it, you'll be the first ones. Ooh, okay, I really need to fix this. And we're over time. I need to go into the database. All right, ladies, I'm so sorry. So this is the gold membership. VIP membership is not available at the moment. Once we have information, I will update you. If you're a VIPer, of course, you remain one for the whole time. And before Summer of Code, we will probably reopen the VIPers once we have enough women power to actually deliver. Let me see the questions here. So that's it from my presentation. Thank you so much. I will answer the hands raised. I think Anna Maluf is fine. Anna Tumilio. Can you see who you're talking to? No, I cannot see you. I'm so sorry. Anna Tumilio, beginner. Ritu Agarwal, advanced. Vocabulary intuition. Caretaker equality. Romasa, I want to convert from DIY to gold. What should I do? Romasa, thank you so much for your willingness to support. What you should do is come start taking the classes. Let me fix the website so you all can log in. It's not really the website, it's the members, because I'm transferring, to be honest with you, I'm transferring the VIPers and the gold members from the previous site to the new one. So I need to finish that and then reopen it to you. And then please put your name down on the interest form. So if you go to 1millionwomentotech.com/gold, just bookmark that, and I will send out a reminder that it's open now. Thank you so much. That's it from me, ladies. Let's get ready. What you need is a good desktop computer, a supporting family, to be honest. If you can, please install, if you haven't yet, install Python. You'll see on the main site, I recommend installing Python through Anaconda. It's on, and then basically you're ready to go. You already have Zoom because you're watching me, so you're good. So here under the Python track, here's a link to Jupyter Notebook by Anaconda. If you want to use JavaScript, add the iJavaScript kernel. If you want to do Java, I can't really support you just because I'm not a Java person, but I think it's a huge demand in the workforce. And so experimentally, we will allow it because I think some of the mentors are actually Java engineers. About our very good question, you can do it. If you're a DIYer, we can't support you. Right now, only Python and JavaScript are supported for like submitting homework. For those Monday videos, Leia is asking, for DIYers, can we watch at any time or only while it's online? Huh, very good question, Leia. We debated this a lot. You're really asking the right question. It will be available. I will keep it available all the time because there will be a lot in that Monday video. Oh, 4 more people raise their hands. Lots of people raise their hands. Please type in your question and I will answer. The course you will not be able to access as a DIYer, I'm afraid, except for the last one. The surprise course, let's go, I stopped sharing my screen. Let's share one more time. So if you go here, let's make this a bit smaller. So you always get the Monday to Friday, the last course, the surprise week, topic 6. I will make it public for everybody. And honestly, it depends on, I don't know if you watched the community update. I mentioned this usually depends. In the Summer of Code, It depends on whether we find a company that wishes to sponsor the week and they're like, oh, I really want to do a course on XYZ, or we pull the request from you and make that. So in the summer, the biggest difficulty for everybody was contributing and collaborating on GitHub. It was just, even though there are so many great free resources out there, it was just hard. So I did a full week of live answering the questions, and we did it together collaboratively, like literally sending pull requests to each other. So keep your eyes out, and this will be open to everybody. Yeah. Good question, really intelligent questions. What Python of version? Thank you, user. What version of Python do we install, Christiana? Get the newest one if you can. I prefer, yeah. So whatever is 3, I mean 3, don't get 2. What is the 3.5.6 at the moment? 3.7.1. Get the newest stable version. I'm not gonna do Python 2, just so you know. 3.7.2. Yes, DIY is non-paying, Sabina Wong. It is, we are a charity, so whatever you can donate, if you can, please donate. If you cannot, don't worry, just come and join us. And if you wish to donate, the easiest way to do is just donate your photo. It's just literally uploading a headshot of you. Okay, any other questions? Oh yes, how to ask questions. But can I just quickly say that because we don't have a lot of women power to answer, you can email us if you really, really need, but I appreciate, we are actually overwhelmed right now. I think within a few hours, we got like 70 or 80 emails. And if you can, there's an FAQ here. Do you see the FAQs? If you can go to the FAQ and go through it and then post your question onto that. Once a day, I go through and answer those. That's the most reliable way, and also everybody else can see it, so you're contributing to other people's learning. So it's available on 1millionwomentotech.com/WOD 2019/FAQ. I'll just put this in the chat for a second. And Mothers of Community, same thing. Could you please encourage people to ask questions via this FAQ? That way, it's much harder to answer 55 times the same question via email than to answer it once here for everybody to see. I think I should put a big, I cannot log in. Answer, yes, we are on porting Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, ladies, that's it from me. Can I please have a round of applause for yourselves, all of you who are doing this? And I will take this off just so you can actually see me, if that's all right. Although it's fun. It's really fun, to be honest. All right, a big round of applause for all of you. Thank you. This was Ilona Budapesti, Chief Storyteller of 1 Million Women to Tech, broadcasting to you live from San Jose, California. See you.